Welcome to this project where I'm showcasing some endgame bossing on my Adele. I've posted a gear video just before this, so if you want a picture of what my gear looks like, I would go there. But for these runs, I'm going to be pretty much full buffing, and I'll be doing all the Tenebris bosses as well as Chaos Slime. So we're going to start here today with Chaos Gloom. And yeah, I'll be just providing some commentary on kind of what I'm thinking as I'm going through these bosses. I don't know how helpful they will be for like people earlier on in the game, because a lot of this stuff isn't going to be as relevant, because like as you'll see, I get a lot of the double opens and stuff from Gloom, and kind of similar things in other bosses where like the types of things that I'm worried about are not usually early game things. Like I'm not usually worried about dying out of these bosses because I kill them too fast, basically. Anyway, I'll try to talk through what I'm doing. Right now, I'm just attacking to kind of stack Arc Link before the first open. I don't know how much it really matters, but might as well. Got nothing better to do. Just as we dodge the fallings. Also, you'll notice for this boss, I use the big beta resolution, so like the UI might look really small. This is intentional, and I don't do this for most bosses, but I do for this boss and for Darknell. It just lets you see falling stuff a little earlier, so you can react to it. Really, it's annoying that it's designed this way, but whatever. It's worth it to me to do, so. We get into our first burst here with the first open. The first open always happens about a minute in, so you can prep for it a little bit. I get a double open on my first burst always because I passed the 70% threshold, which is going to force a double open, and so it doesn't super matter how precise I am with bursting right at the beginning. It does kind of matter for when the second burst comes up later, but as you'll see, that ends up not being really a big deal for me either, but let's not put the cart before the horse. Anyway, what I'm doing here is just keeping DPSing, trying to keep damage up. I like to hang it on the sides here where I can kind of see the fallings start to drop. And these big resolutions right at the top of the screen, you can like see the shadow of the falling right before it comes down. And so just like the very bottom of the ball as it's spawning in. So that can be a helpful little trick for those that don't know. This is the only like wait time in this boss for me, is this cycle right here. I'm just trying to survive. I know I'm going to be going in darkness soon. I usually try to do this right with the next leg opening, and this one's timed pretty well. It just kind of depends how many fallings I've eaten throughout. But anyway, I save green shield for darkness usually. I drop some attacks here. These can help clear mobs around you. I probably should have used Storm here. Storm is really useful. It just like kills all the mobs right as they come towards you, so you don't have to worry about it like at all. But anyway, generally, I just try to abuse the Adele float, go up in the air, float. There I iframe the little darkness attack there, and we're out of darkness. Like I said, this isn't going to be a great example of like surviving darkness a lot in Gloom, if that's what you're looking for, because I pretty much only have to play one darkness when I do this boss, so to me, it doesn't even really matter if I die. It's like, okay, whatever, I just respawn, and then we get to the next one. I don't know, we kill the boss, so it doesn't really matter that much. Here, I do drop my 1 minute burst there, which is probably a mistake. I probably should have held it for big burst, which is going to come right after this. I am just attacking here, but I did just pass the 40% threshold at the beginning of this open, which is why I'm not too worried about bursting right now, even though it's up, because I know I'm going to get an instant open. And so I'll just aim for a cleaner burst right here, and well, basically burst out, not quite, but I get a little lucky there with the Infinity Blade iframing that blue wall as it came down. Anyway, I just use Jenny iframe with burst because, again, I kill it quick enough that just having a consistent easy burst setup is best. A keen observer will notice I didn't have resonance stacks for that burst, and also because I'd used Rune and Shardbreaker earlier. I mean, probably either one of those changes would have meant we just bursted out cleaner, but it's okay. Rune and Shardbreaker come back up, so I use them there and basically kill the boss right here at the beginning of this next double open. So that's what Gloom usually looks like for me. Sometimes it's not quite as clean and I kind of need to attack more in that last open. But hopefully this is interesting and or helpful to somebody. And I'll catch you all on the next boss. I don't get any good drops, in case you're wondering. All right, bye.